Are you feeling burnt out at work? Have you got pigeonholed into being the jack of all trades? And you feel like, man, I can't really move to the next position because I do so much and I'm really the only one. Well, if that's you, in this career tip video today, we are going to be talking just about that. My name's Mary Gervage, and I'm the founder of My Promotion Plan, a company that helps women go from passed over to promoted with my 7-step My Promotion Plan system. The same system that I use to go from stuck to being made an executive and even a partner. Now I teach women across the country how to successfully plan their promotions. You can learn more by clicking the link in the bio for my website or checking out my masterclass, Why Earning a Promotion Feels So Dang Hard and What to Do Instead. But in this video, let's talk about how to get yourself out of this jack of all trades and how to get out of the burnout. Because right now, career advancement might not even seem like a good option because it feels like you have so much to do already. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of times, especially as women, it just tends that more women fall into these categories. It's not something that's happening to us, it's something that we're allowing. But women have this tendency to become the jack of all trades. And what this means is we really just take on a lot of random tasks at work. A lot of things get thrown onto our plate. Maybe a team member has left and you have absorbed more work, but you haven't really been given a different title or any kind of compensation for that. Perhaps, there was a new project or initiative and you raised your hand and you said, yep, I'm in, I'll do it. And once again, no increase in your compensation, no promotion. And now you're just kind of feeling like really burnt out because there's so many tasks that you're doing that you can't possibly see who would be able to take on all of this work, because really the tasks that you've taken on are in alignment with your skill sets. They're not really in alignment with your current title. And so it almost feels like, man, if they have to replace me, they're going to need 3 people. Now, in one way, we can think this feels like, job security. And some of us, we take stuff on like that because we do. We're like, okay, well, they won't be able to let us go if we do this or if we do this. Well, the truth is they can let anybody go at any time, and they do. So that's a fallacy. But the other thing is, whenever we start taking on other things, it's important for us to really think about these things strategically. So let's talk about, how do we unwind this, and then how do we do it better in the future? And even maybe how can you get some compensation or a promotion for doing this task that you're doing? Here's the thing. If my boss would approach me and they would ask me to do something new, or something different, the first thing that I would really need to understand is, is this a one-time task? Is this a short-time task? Do I have the capacity to do this? If I say yes to this, are my major objectives going to suffer? The numbers that I'm responsible for that really add value to the company, are these things going to suffer? So perhaps I can take on something new. Okay, so I take it on because nothing else is going to suffer. It's not always the best idea to still take it on. Here's some other things to consider. One thing you want to do is you really want to think about, where do you want your career to go? And you really want to set your own career path, your own, what I call your career advancement journey. Really think about either the next 5 years or the next 5 positions that you want to be in. If there are 5, it may only be 2 or 3. But think about what those positions are. They may or they may not even exist in your company. But once you start to think about these positions, outline what are the responsibilities in those positions, and what areas do you really still need training in? When you start to think about these things, then you can more strategically say yes to things that are in alignment with where you want to go in the future, and you can say no to things that are not in alignment with those objectives. Because taking on tasks that are moving you towards your next promotion will help you to get there faster. It'll actually help you to be seen in that role before you're actually in the role. And that's really helpful. But when you start to take on a bunch of random smaller tasks, they don't really add a lot of value to the company sometimes. It's almost like the volunteer jobs. And what we see is the stats show women raise their hand and like, yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll do this. But they're not really high value. So they're not really accomplishments, even though you're being a team player. But at the end of the day, what gets rewarded with dollars and promotions is not being the volunteer. It's really providing value back to the company. And so you want to think about those tasks first before you volunteer. Okay, so you've got your career advancement journey done. You're thinking about what are these roles that I want to have? What are the responsibilities? What do I want to say yes to? Now, another reason you might want to say yes to a task, and maybe it's not even on your journey, but maybe it's kind of like you want to be in a manager or a leader position, and at some point you'll actually be over a department that has a need. In this case, this is a great time for you to be able to build relationships with people in that department. It's a great opportunity for you to be able to learn a skill, but you just need to know that when you're taking something on, maybe you want to take it on, but not forever. You can let your boss know that, like, I'd be happy to help out with this. I'd be happy to get the ball rolling with this. I have some capacity right now. I'm not sure that this is a good move long term. I think we'll need to get somebody else in place, but I would be happy to get this established. And so that's one way you can kind of start to take things on. Now, if things are in direct alignment, right? And we're like, okay, yes, we want to take this stuff on because it's in direct alignment. Amazing, take it on. Now, here's what I say. Don't go right into your boss and say, okay, I've taken on XYZ work. I want this promotion and this raise to this position. I don't think that's the best idea. And here's why. Now, they may give it to you, and if they do, that's rare, and congratulations, that's awesome. You're probably not watching this video. If they don't give it to you, don't become disgruntled. Don't become bitter. Don't become resentful. Plan your next strategic career move. And what this looks like is doing a great job in this role. So do the job for 3-4 months and build up a track record. Build up success on how you've actually done this well and how you've actually been able to do more for the company, right? Because you either have to offload something, because that's why we get burnt out. We keep saying yes, 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 but we never offload anything. And so if this new initiative that you're doing, you really love it and you're doing great at it, then you want to strategically go in and talk to your boss 3 or 4 months later. You want to put a promotion plan together. And what this looks like is you're going to document what your accomplishments were in this position and in some of the other tasks that you're doing. How are you really bringing value back to the company? Then you want to strategically outline which task do you need to offboard so you can continue to add value at an even higher level to the company. What does this look like? Because you're going to be adding this value, what ideas do you have? What other new solutions do you have? Where are there still challenges and bottlenecks? Strategically lay out what this looks like. So that way, when you go in and present yourself to your boss, you're going to be able to thank them for being in the position that you are. You're going to show them how you've already accomplished and you're already a good fit for this role. And then you're going to be able to show them, look, I've got a strategic plan on how to offboard some of these tasks. These are the people that can do them. This is how it works. And then these are my new ideas, and this is where I want to go with this position. When you show them the future, they are going to be so excited because you are now invested in the company's success and their future goals. And this is where you can go ahead and ask for additional compensation or another title. This is perfectly fine to do. You just want to do some salary research so you know how much you should be asking for, what's really proper, and be open. Maybe you could get the salary increase. That absolutely happens, so don't think that it won't. But if your company isn't in a place to give you a financial increase, then maybe you could get a bonus based off of the results, or you can even ask for some more vacation time. But the thing you need to know is that if you're feeling burnt out at work, well, you gotta get that under control. Nobody can burn both ends of the candle for too long. You don't want to be burnt out. Your team, your company doesn't deserve for you to be burnt out. So create your own strategic plan for how you're going to offboard and how in the future you will align your yeses with the things that will take you in the direction that you want your career to go. If you like this video, be sure to go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit the little subscribe so you will see our future tip videos. And remember, you are only one plan away from your next promotion.